When you look back to last year and the goal that you had scored against Columbus Crew, is that something that you hope to replicate as you take them on this weekend?
We hope to replicate 3 points for sure. At the end of the day, who scores, I don't think to any of us is all that important. Want to follow up the good win in Vancouver with another good performance and 3 more points.
Did it all work out in Vancouver pretty much the way you anticipated, or were you surprised by anything?
I don't think the start to the game was exactly how we had drawn it up. We knew that they would come out with energy and enthusiasm, playing in front of their home crowd, first game of the season, and I don't think we dealt with that as well as we should have. But I thought the response after about 25 or 30 minutes to come into the game and then really take care of things and control things in a pretty smart and solid way, I think was very good. And so again, we had a good week of training, and it's important to follow up the good win and the good performance in Vancouver with another one in Columbus.
When you see how the conferences have realigned, many people are predicting that Columbus is going to be one of the top teams in the East. Do you see this as a good measuring stick for this team and how you guys will do in the Eastern Conference standings?
Yeah, it's a good team for sure. Well coached. I know some of their players pretty well now from having played with them on the national team. I think it's a team that wants to play and tactically tries to understand what the game is going to be about. And I think for us it's exciting because I think it's going to be a good game. You have two teams that are going to try to play, are going to want to get after each other and make the game hard, and impose the way they want to play on the other team. And so I think again we've been looking forward to this since the second the game ended in Vancouver. I think it'll be a totally different kind of game, but one that we feel confident about.
Fans probably have different views of opposition teams than players do, but Columbus is a big rival for the Toronto fans. As players, do you feel that when you go against Columbus?
Obviously, for us, it's a team that you play against a lot over the course of the season because they're in the same conference. As I touched on, it's a good team, but it certainly, at least for me personally, it doesn't have the same. Doesn't have quite the same edge to it as the games against Montreal or Vancouver do. Again, I think real rivalries and real passion comes out in these kinds of games over the course of time when now you play against a team and the games are played at a high level and now you have two teams who are really getting after it in a good way. And I think in those ways there's certainly potential for always good games and exciting games with Columbus.
Heading down to Columbus, there's going to be busfuls of supporters that will be cheering you guys on. Do you feel as though that maybe it will activate that 12th man on the pitch, having that rallying behind you?
Yeah, we're very excited about that. Obviously, it's their home opener, so we certainly expect a good crowd. But to know that there'll be a few hundred Toronto FC fans with us in red, that really gives us a huge boost. So I think for every one of us, we're excited. We were all pleasantly surprised to see even a small group in Vancouver, and I think that the more away games where we can have that kind of support, it makes the world a difference.
Michael, you know Josie better than anybody. What was his mood like when he got those goals on his debut last week, and what has his mood been like this week, the mood that you saw when you were kids growing up? I mean, how is that going to help him and help the team moving forward, do you think?
Josie's always the same. He's confident in who he is. He's committed. He's humble, and so again, I've seen him through stretches where goals haven't come so easy. I've seen him in stretches where he can't miss, and he's always the same, and that's a great quality to have.
Can you say, Michael, how differently you feel this year with the foot having been taken care of?
Yeah, physically I feel as good as I felt in a long time. I think obviously the time in the off season to get that taken care of was great. I think physically for me, working through the off season to come back from the foot, and then headed straight into national team camp, and then back here means that I feel strong, I feel fit. I think the training day in and day out here, both on the football side but also the physical side in terms of the running, the work in the gym. I think between Greg and Robin and Dan and obviously Jim Liston, I think the work has been really good. I think we're fit, and I think we're going to be a group that continues to get fitter as the year goes on, which, to be honest, is even more important.
Seba played his first game. Vancouver. He contributed right away. How is he adjusting to life in MLS? Is he enjoying his time so far in the early stages?
Sure seems it to me. He comes in with a smile every day. I think he's enjoying every part of a new experience, and everything that entails. People forget that if for a guy like Seba, he's played his entire career in Italy. You see the same stadiums, you stay in the same hotels, you see the same cities year after year after year, and to come to a new place where everything is different. It's exciting. You get on the plane to go to Vancouver. You don't know exactly what the stadium's going to be like. You've never been to the city. Hotel completely different, and obviously Columbus will be another new experience. And so I think he's come in with a great attitude. He's soaking all of that in. He's come in with no preconceived notions in terms of what something should be like. He's just come in really with a great attitude, determined every day to come in, to work, to fit in with a group, and I think in all ways it's been a good start for him.
Michael, I know one game is not a season, but you seem very relaxed in the first game. Is there something different this season in going in? Is it the responsibility of the captaincy, or you seem relaxed judging by the first game?
Me personally?
Yeah.
No, listen, I think as a group we have a lot of confidence in who we are. We feel good about the improvements that were made in the off season. I think there's a group of us now who have been together for a year and who have worked together and know what it's like to push each other day in and day out. All the credit in the world goes to guys like Josie and Seba and Benoit, Damien, who have come in and haven't skipped a beat. And so for me personally, to be a part of that is exciting. To be in a group where guys come in every day, excited to work, excited to train, that's all you can ask for. And so I think, as you said, it's only one game. We know that there'll be ups and downs along the way, but we feel good about the group that we have and in terms of really being able to go and get after it every game.
You had a promising start last season, of course, and a lot of people made a lot of noise at the beginning of last season. Does it feel different this way, and if so, how, Michael?
I'll leave it to you guys to compare to last season. For me, it's a good start for sure, but it's just that, a start. You won't find anybody in our group going on about it too much. 33 more games to go, plus the playoffs, and so we have to have the mentality, the humility, the commitment to keep improving every day out on this field, knowing that if we do that, things will translate in a good way in the games.